'cause I'm a stone cold country till the day I die. All these girls around here wanna take a ride in my pickup truck, jacked up real high. Don't be upset, it's just a day in the life of a hardcore man from the deep south. Tattoos on my arm and tell you all about where I come from. Y'all sing along about living in a badass country song.
Back to the Lodge is brought to you by Icy Tech USA.
It's the 7 o'clock hour here in West Tennessee. I'm Patrick.
I'm Will.
I'm Nick.
And we are back to the Lodge. What is this, episode 50-something?
409.
Call it number 2. So anyways, hey, we're live from West Tennessee. You're checking us out on Facebook Live. You can give us a follow. Nick with the drop on Facebook. Hit the follow button. Share the video. Let people know. Hit that little blue thumb or the red heart. Give us some love because we've been getting a lot of love this weekend, and I think we're getting a little liking it. But
it doesn't suck.
It doesn't suck at all. But check us out on Instagram too. At Back to the Lodge on Instagram. We don't have the fancy logos, but you can also check us out on the Talk and the Gram at Back to the Lodge, and also YouTube.
Yeah.
Let's not forget YouTube.
No,
For sure.
We're back on YouTube, and we've actually got things going up. Really longer and more in-depth videos going up on YouTube too. So
yeah, I mean, hell, we had 10,000 views just this weekend.
Yeah,
I was like, damn, cool.
On 3 out of
we haven't even uploaded the guts yet.
We've got a ton more to upload.
Yeah, so yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. We got some really cool stuff coming out. We're just playing catch up when it comes to production. But I guess Nick's got some free time now, so we can start working on that.
Sure do.
Speaking of production, is he with us?
Yeah.
Let's bring Justin live from San Diego. Let's see how this works.
San Diego.
Can you hear me?
Oh,
yeah.
Loud and clear.
We've got the Zerd.
Zerd.
Might want to see a doctor for that.
That's true.
What's up, buddy? How are you?
Dude, I am stoked to be here, right? You were talking about YouTube. I was just taking a peek at it. Yeah, over 10,000 views. We just launched the channel. Subscriptions are going at a great rate. We got some awesome interviews from the Floor Shot Show up there. Plus, I mean, all of the podcast episodes you can find on YouTube. I'm looking forward to building that thing out. I'm loving it.
And thanks to the work with Justin, Nick, and Switcher Studios, as you can see, we have streaming input now remotely.
Absolutely.
It's like we're living in the future.
I know. and Justin, I mean, you're looking sexy on there, man. What can I say? You got the midget Viking look down pat.
That's it. No. He's got a grown-up haircut now.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I was very disappointed. I was hoping you'd turn it into like a Norse mullet.
Chop the braid. Cut the beard. I look like a professional dad now. Still rocking the NSOF shirt. I have my Grunt Style shirt. I had it on earlier, but I'm a fat kid. I got it nice and dirty. Eating some barbecue.
Well, up the size. Well, the other side is you're not here, so you don't get to enjoy this turkey jerky that we picked up from Buc-ee's on the drive back.
Sure.
It's pretty good, but I don't want to take a bite.
4 pounds of it.
But anyways, if you're just tuning in or you missed last week, if you look in the bottom, my side, left corner of the screen.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep.
Am I on it?
Mm-hmm.
Check it out. We are officially partnered with the Grunt Style Foundation. We love what they do. You should check them out over at Grunt Style Apparel in their website. They are doing all kinds of amazing things for active duty and veterans, and even Gold Star families. So we're really aligned with their values and what they do. We're supporting them in every way we can. And Tiffany and William over there are just absolutely staying busy. I mean, they're constantly on the go, flying from spot to spot and getting it done. So
yeah, that's the thing. They don't just like send a check.
Thank you.
They show up. I mean, they just.
Oh, they work.
I mean, that's kind of how we met them, was just showing up the same place, because they just. I mean, that's all they. Not all they do. A big part of what they do is actually travel around, show face, and be a part of what they're donating money to and what they're donating time to, and I mean, that's pretty cool. You don't see that all
guys,
the time.
I don't want to stir up any controversy here or talk negatively about anyone, but
yes,
let's be honest.
Did. Don't get me started. Don't get me started, son.
In our veterans
the Karen
here,
chat.
everybody and their mom has a nonprofit, right? Or a foundation, or, when we were in Vegas for SHOT Show, I think I met, 50 dudes and 48 of them had nonprofits. Grunt Style Foundation is one of those that's, legitimate. That's why we do. There's a lot of alignment of values. There's a lot of alignment of good people doing good things. And I'm super stoked for it.
Yeah, they're definitely I'm not trying to say anything bad about Grunt Style in the past, but it's definitely a 180 from some of the things that they were doing before. So to really get out there and make up, I'm not saying they're making up for anything, but to make the difference in image and actually not just do it for image, but to actually do it because they care and have a team behind it. That speaks volumes. So hats are always off to them. We're so proud and honored to be part of it. And continue to work with them and support them in what they do. So check them out. Get some swag. We will have Grunt Style Icy Tech shirts here this spring. Oh, and they're pretty badass.
I can't wait.
I am not even putting the teaser out until they're in hand, because I don't even want to do pre-orders, because if we do pre-orders, I'm telling you, these are going to fly off the shelf. So when they come out, we'll announce it. In fact, we'll announce it live on this show. And back to Lodge viewers that watch this live will have the first rights to get them. Because we're not going to repeat the same shirt. We'll do a different design every time.
Wearing only the shirts. I'm saying we'll announce it wearing only the shirts.
Like, are we wearing anything else but the shirts?
Wearing only the shirts.
What about Silkies? It's cold in here, man. It's cold. This isn't the turtle show.
But we might be done. We might be done with. Do you remember that show?
Oh, I know that burns.
Oh,
do you remember that show? As it used to be on TV.
I just saw the comments. So, Pod Bless America. You got to check that pod. Look, I don't ever shout out to other podcasts on our podcast. Check out Pod Bless America. If you're just sick of the way things are going, you want to hear the truth, and people that'll rattle cages, check them out. Jim's the host of that show, Jim and Dan. Super great show. But
great guys,
I'm going to go ahead and expose. That's Jim commenting on there. And he said, I can't believe Will stole the hat off of Crocodile Dundee. So, funny story. We were driving. I don't remember where the hell we were driving, but we're always driving. And a buddy of mine texted and says, and this was a genuine mistake in spell check because he tried to fix it twice.
And then I'm going to explain my confusion with it. Go ahead.
And he says, why is Crocodile Dundee's nut sitting right in your passenger seat?
That was funny, but what was funnier to me was that, autocorrect picks up on what you say more often.
Yeah.
So if you say D's nuts often enough, when you type D-E-E, it's like, no, we knew what you meant.
Yeah.
Like hats off to you there.
It took 3 more texts to get the word Dundee out.
Look, I was... Yeah, I can't get over it. But no, Crocodile Dundee, he got old. He wasn't... I wouldn't have fought him 30 years ago, but mostly because I wasn't alive. It's pretty easy steal now. I don't...
Oh, man. So, yeah, we'll announce the shirts. I think we'll be wearing more. I'll be wearing more than shirts because it's freaking cold in here.
Yeah.
But...
Fine. Maybe we
I
need
will
some
wear my
Icy Tech
Silkies.
Silkies, too.
We have Silkies.
Some Icy Tech Silkies, too.
You buy them, we'll have them. There you go.
It's the worst trade deal in the history of trade deals. All
And
right,
some of the
fine.
last
Fine.
trade deals.
All right. That was permission. I'm going to design some.
And there cannot be any access holes.
I do what I want.
No access. But hey, real quick, I know I'm steering us off track here. Now
You're
that
back
we
steering us
have
back
this-
on
That's what I
track.
was thinking.
Now that we have this awesome capability, like, look, I'm here in San Diego, on back to the lodge.
San Diego.
Comment below, like, who do we need to be talking to? Who do you want to see on this show? Who do you want to see in the outdoor space? Who do you want to see in the music industry? Who do you want to see in our veteran and Gold Star family community? Who do we need to talk to? Where do those conversations need to take place? And just bring them to us. Who do we
I know
want?
this isn't to sound cocky. It's going to sound cocky. I don't care. Even if it's a celebrity, tag them. Because we actually have a lot of blue checkmark people that follow our page.
Yeah.
So you never know. I mean, if there's a country singer, outdoor influencer, tag them. You just never know.
We could be very persuasive, too.
Yeah, we can send Will down there in Silkies
Absolutely.
And they will do it just to get them to stop.
We're either going to have them on the show or like a restraining order. I don't know.
It reminds me of that episode of Big Bang Theory when they sent Shelton to that comic writer.
So I haven't watched that much, but I feel like it makes total sense that is your show.
Oh, absolutely.
You are
Totally.
Sheldon.
No, you were close. Actually, yeah, I'll go with that. I'll go with that. Look, we used to sit around in college and debate astrophysics. So
Y'all didn't have TV then. I was
yes, we
gonna
did.
say,
Oh
y'all
my
definitely didn't know the
God.
show.
Here he goes with the age shit again.
I'm just saying. They know. They know. By now, if they've watched the show.
Anyways, let's get back on track because it's coming up to your bedtime and your mom's here waiting on you. So
that's it.
there we go. Right? Yeah. I wish we had another camera that would just flip around. You can see the audience. She's like, I hate you
Filmed
guys.
in front of a live studio audience.
So, anyways, yeah, we can do the live streams. We can get folks back in. So we're gonna start booking guests again, which it's been a tumultuous situation since we moved into this studio.
It's been different.
with call-ins, but it's fixed.
We got it figured out.
It's all resolved.
Don't jinx it, though. I mean, I feel like hopefully it's fixed.
What do you mean it's fixed?
I mean, I'm just saying.
He's there. Look, there's
Oh,
Justin.
well.
All right, Justin. Seriously, serious moment. Favorite part of SHOT Show 2022?
Other than the hand payout, I would have to say.
Yeah, you text me in the middle of the night. You're like, "Look, I had fun. I'm in my bed. Like I hate you."
Hey, I had to share it with somebody. No, but seriously, I don't know. I mean, how many vendors did we get to talk to? I want to say like 30 or more,
Talk to
and I
her,
think
Phil.
we have footage from.
Yeah.
I mean, dozens. That's probably that shotgun, the SBS was sexy. Like I love that. I want one. I wish California would let me have one.
It's time to move to Tennessee, buddy.
Yeah.
You can have a slingshot. It's pretty cool. I guess. I don't know.
All right, Nick. Favorite moment, SHOT Show 2022. Top of the morning to you.
Let's see. Number one, I can't stand you. And favorite moment. Okay, let's see. Definitely wasn't when I got punched in the face.
Ooh, that was my favorite.
I know that was yours.
That was my top 13.
Scooby Doo or something like that.
Blue Skidoo weekend.
Schwack. Shows your age.
Favorite moment.
Was it walking down the escalator to turn onto the Strip, Las Vegas Boulevard?
The first mile or the 11th?
Okay, you're bringing up the worst moment of Vegas.
I thought it was going to be the last 10 minutes of walking back to the hotel. Oh, no, we took it.
Oh,
God.
Yeah, that wasn't an option.
You guys
no.
were not walking back.
No.
Heath wasn't walking back.
Look, when you buy
he's
a
got
brand
those
new
little
pair,
legs.
like when you buy a brand new pair of cowboy boots, and
I know.
then you walk like 15 freaking miles to the other side of the Strip. Yeah,
Uphill both
You're not walking
ways,
back.
in the snow.
you're not walking back.
And truthfully, I started to map it out, but we walked almost 5 miles just on the floors.
Yeah, that sucked in some brand new boots.
It wasn't great.
That was each day.
Full disclosure, some of the interviews that we picked were picked because they had like the 2-inch cushion carpet.
Yeah.
But
So if you see anybody random, you're like, well, that's weird. Well, they were really nice and their carpet was nicer.
But yeah, to get us back on track, I think I think my favorite was the stress vest. I really thought that was cool.
Oh yeah.
He tried the knife on you, right?
Yes. Yeah, that felt great.
Yeah. No.
It would have been better had when I walked up, I
You
had
just walked up and
I had
put
no
your arm
prior
up,
knowledge.
tased him.
You have to do it, but if somebody had been like, hey, this is going to shock you, that'd have been great.
I did. I said it's a taser knife.
Dude,
Right as it touched me.
Yeah.
what were you there? Were you
As
there
you got-
when were you there when he turned it all the way up?
Yeah, I didn't like the sound. It makes me feel weird.
Yeah. all
I was
over
just
that freaking
I didn't even
knife.
know he was going to test it on us. I mean, that was a little, I don't want to say unprofessional, but it was definitely off guard. Because I was standing there, he's like, this is our taser knife. I can turn it to the setting. And he just hits me with it. I'm like,
I mean, it'd be effective.
Oh.
I mean, it's great,
I
but
felt that. Thank you.
Yeah.
He was not afraid to demo that.
nope.
He didn't say, like, is it okay if I tase you?
Yeah.
You know, I don't think we got a chance to talk to him, but Gorilla Mill was there. Did you guys hear what happened to them?
No.
They got cited by the I don't know if it's whatever the police are there locally that monitor all the events for their "Let's Go Brandon" display. It was what do you call that? Not disturbing the peace, but whatever hey, we don't agree with this bullshit type of citation they
I'm
got.
sure it didn't disturb anybody there.
No, there were shirts.
Yeah.
There were caps.
We saw plenty of
There were
apparel.
stickers. There was everything. But I mean, there were people getting cited for Covered 6, which is an awesome group out in LA. We were standing there talking to him, and he said, "Yeah, I'm on like my 7th or 8th violation today." And
For the masks.
like, do you have to pay for those? Probably something at some point. You know, they just bill him later. He's like, "I'm not doing it." And it's like, hey,
Kind of like my turnpike tolls in Florida. I still,
yeah, we'll just figure them out later.
one day I'll get a ticket.
If they figure it out, you know.
I still never got ones from Texas.
Yet. Well, I don't know. I mean, if they don't have a current address, then that weird.
I mean, we had
I don't-
thousands of people in that convention center, and you're citing people for mask wearing. How many masks did you see? I mean, on the floor, occasionally someone was wearing one. I didn't see a single person on the strip with a mask on.
No, I don't think I did either.
The law for Nevada was indoor, which I'm not going to get into that whole thing, but
Yeah.
it's driving business down. It's shutting businesses down. It's driving venues out. So, you know,
It changed everything. It changed the dynamic of what I imagined and what I had heard.
well, there were some big
That SHOT
companies
Show
that took a
was.
stand on it.
There were. And,
Pelican, I believe, was one of them.
I mean, there were a few that just did not. They were just, I mean, and Condor and Covered 6 were one of them. They were just not going to do it. And, you know, regardless of what you agree with and what you don't, to see a company take a stand like that this day and age is
Risky.
Yeah, it is risky, but it's kind of heartwarming.
Yeah.
I mean, there are still folks out there that care that aren't just
I would say it's heartwarming
in it for the money.
if there was more doing it. Because right now, it's just sad. Because you
Yeah.
know what the outcome's going to be for them.
Yeah.
And that's the harsh reality. Because you say something, like if we get too carried away, next thing you know, Facebook shuts us off.
Yeah.
So,
Again, for
Yeah.
bullying.
and we didn't even really leave Nick in the Carolinas. So we got shut down for
Facebook
fake
sure
bullying.
thought we
Right.
did.
Oh my God.
They
I
sure
can-
thought we did.
I can leave that up to just good acting. Yeah, you're welcome. I complimented myself. Now you say
The
something.
crowd goes quiet.
All right, now we're going to get back to nonfiction again.
Will,
Yes,
what
sir.
did you take away from SHOT Show? What was your favorite?
Look, I'm gonna be.
Here we go again.
What caused that?
He asked Will, what's your favorite? The answer is yes. But go ahead.
Well, to be honest, the answer is not just yes.
Blue Scooby
wait.
Weekend.
That was fun. SHOT Show specifically, I think my favorite booth was the folks at Geisley were some of the most down to earth,
Genuine.
real people of not just of any booth, but I mean they were nicer and more informative and more involved than most booths. They've got their sales guys and they've got their guys that just talk to you and stuff like that. Their VP of sales ended up walking up and having a whole conversation with us and just chatting it up. That was really cool. The Daniel guys were great. Some of the smaller companies that are not firearm related companies they were just like folks you'd talk to at your local shop or your local store, and that was pretty cool. But Geisley would probably be my top. I guess I was them being so big and being so great kind of counteracted some of the other companies that were less.
Say
it. That
He's literally. I know what Will's doing right now. He's literally re-walking the floor in his head, trying to go, what did I not like?
Yeah, well,
And then narrow it down
to
that
be honest,
way.
there are a couple of companies that just piss me off. With
Do me a favor, don't name them right now.
Sure, no, I won't. I wouldn't want to give them that. I mean, there were companies that you would, if you heard it, you'd say, "Oh man, yeah, they're awesome. They're super pro this and pro that," and they're just not. And I get it, to an extent. It's a time people are hurting, but some of these companies never lost their contracts with different entities and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't really lose any money. Some of them gained money, but the common person, or they don't know who you are walking up. They just know you don't walk up with a resume. They're just not going to talk to you.
No.
And even if you're just asking about new products or whatever it is, off camera, they're just not super friendly. And that sucks for them.
It does, and there's a lot of companies that pay big money and then send reps in, and they have no idea that the reps are sitting on their ass in the back of the booth, not even acknowledging people. And you guys got to see that firsthand.
Yep.
And see how that makes such a tremendous impact when you're at a trade show. So if you're ever thinking about doing trade shows, if you're packing chairs for a trade show, you're already in the wrong. Like, yes, it sucks. You're on your feet all day. We walked too much, but and of course we're all carrying gear. Especially Nick, he's got a backpack on him, and
I don't think I carried any gear.
yeah, you
you did.
Yeah,
you carried my
had a bag.
microphone.
This dump truck booty, that was about it.
But I mean, yeah, you got to work, and it was just like when Nick was excited, he's like, "Yeah, baby, we're going to Vegas." I'm like, "You just wait." he's like,
It was a fun time.
It's still fun.
It was a very fun time.
but it's work.
Yeah, I'm not going to
it's-
disagree with
no
that.
question.
No, I mean it's definitely a lot of walking, and there are a lot of no's. I mean and that's fine. Some companies they don't, they send reps and stuff. They may not have, due to COVID or whatever it is, they may not have that person that gets to decide.
And that happened with a lot of big names, this
right? And that I get that. That's they're not on that list of folks we don't want to work with. Actually, I want to throw out a little bit to Sightmark.
Okay.
Cellmark is their parent company. They were great. I mean, they make great products, but they were.
Why don't you explain one of the products?
Great. So they make.
What
make
amazed
different-
me.
What you got?
Sorry, step on you. What
you're
amazed
good.
me to your point about some of these people not being prepared, like some of the smaller organizations that I didn't think would want to talk or have somebody who could kind of, just let it rip on camera, did amazing. And then some of the big guys that you would think, oh, they're going to have a rep just come out and, they can show us something, they can talk about it.
Yeah.
Just were not interested or not prepared, which surprises me. I mean, SHOT Show it's not open to the public. I'm not walking in there off the street to buy something. It is product heavy, obviously. And the only other people invited are media. So if you are there, why are you not prepared to talk to someone who wants to talk about your product?
It's companies of all sizes. They don't have that elevator pitch ready. And, for guys like, you've been to trade shows before, but especially for Nick, I mean, that's eye-opening when you see, you're paying, some of these companies are paying millions to have those booths.
I got a booth the size of my house.
And if you're going to pay, like even the smaller booths, you can easily drop $50,000 to $100,000 for a small booth and then do nothing.
Yeah, why waste any opportunity?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a waste.
Yep. And that's we had a local guy, a good friend of ours that owns a shop about an hour away from here. He was there. I mean, he was the companies that were that friendly and that open kind of quality. I mean, we barely had time to talk. I mean, I think we talked for like 5 minutes the whole time we were there. And he's just busy. Some companies are reaching out. They care about the customers, they care about the product, and they are wanting to partner with and push certain things. Mm-hmm. And some are just kind of there, I think maybe because they already paid for the spot. I don't know, and that sucks. But Sightmark was one of those that you may not really realize, how big they are, but now they make optics for handguns all the way up, and they make some awesome stuff. Good grief.
Hands up.
The air is drier and awesome down there. But no, one of the things they make is this thermal. They have thermal from Pulsar, but Sightmark proper has a night vision unit, right? It's digital, but for the price you can't get into anything else like that. But it's got a 1:8 zoom, and the cool part about it is it's not just firearms related. You know, it's got a mount that allows you to mount it to a helmet with any standard, NV mount. So my first thought on that was fire departments, rescue squads, law enforcement, things like that.
Hunting.
Absolutely. It's so much if it's legal in your area.
Yes. Just legal disclosure.
Right. So, the opportunities in the different industries that can benefit from that, not just calling it, oh yeah, it's gonna be a few grand. I mean, this is under $1,000 for a great unit. They've got a great warranty. Why not?
Yeah.
It's not all about buying the biggest, best name that you can, because we found out at SHOT Show that ain't always accurate.
So many up and comers that are better price, better quality.
Yep.
They're still putting their heart and soul into it.
And they're friendlier. You call and you answer the phone, or somebody in Texas answers the phone. You can't beat that. Why not?
But anyways, it was an overall great time. We encourage you to go check it out. Justin will help us out and drop some links in there probably for YouTube and Facebook or whatever. But you can go to our channel on YouTube. It's Back to the Lodge Podcast. But right, Justin?
Back to Lodge Podcast.
Podcast. Okay. So there you go. Go to Back to Lodge Podcast. You can check out the uploads. We got 3 up there right now. Also, the ladies' handbags. Really cool. As a dude saying that. Those were sharp.
What was your favorite part of SHOT Show?
Honestly, I know it's going to sound repetitive, but the stress vest.
It was cool.
I think that changes the entire culture of military and law enforcement training for good and bad, because the truth of the matter is, going to deadly force is going to be more justified and more muscle memory, but the truth of the matter is it's going to keep officers and military alive.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's a game changer. All things considered, there's a lot of cool things. Don't get me wrong. Nothing was like, oh, that really sucks.
Right.
They were all great ideas, but that stress vest, man, that huge game changer. It honestly scared the shit out of me, because all I could think was if we were going back through our old training, doing CQB and stuff, and that pipe bomb went off, and we all get officer down shocks. You're on the ground dying. You feel it in your spine, and you're not going to get better till somebody drags you out of the area.
Let's be honest, sim training, the sim rounds, I'm sure you had it in the Navy. In the Marine Corps, the sim rounds suck. That training is going through the motions.
That's what we were talking about last week. I took a simunition round in my armpit once, and my LPO took one in his knuckle. I was like, no.
Yeah, it's trash.
It's not good, but not just keeping folks alive, but, a big premise with our show and a lot of things that we do and our partners do is dealing with prior service military, law enforcement, et cetera, with post-traumatic stress disorder. And a lot of that comes from when you go into any situation, whether it be combat or just on the street or whatever it is, and you're not prepared for that situation. The more prepared you are, the less traumatic that experience is. If you've been in a situation like with the stress vest, for instance, where it's high adrenaline, it's high speed, there's smoke, and there's everything else, and now somebody is down and they're legitimately in some level of discomfort.
Serious discomfort.
And it's not just bang, bang. A lot of people train like that for a long time, and it's just kind of like the next echelon in real training. The more realistic your training, the less traumatic the experience.
Where were they
is
from
be.
in Canada? Was it Ontario?
I know
or
about
Ottawa.
I've only heard of 3 places in Canada.
You're like Saskatchewan and
Saskatchewan.
No, wherever the hell they're from in Canada, because he said level 1 feels like a bee sting. Well, I don't know what the hell kind of bees they have up there. That's a big ass bee.
Yeah. That's those murder hornets they were talking about.
It was something wild, because that level 1 sucked. Winnipeg. I wasn't even close. But still,
Winnipegs.
And then the knife, even on, because that was 1 to 10 or something.
Yeah, he did it on 1.
1 felt like like an actual knife cutting the flesh. And I'm like,
And it's back to training on that. You
That
know,
does-
if somebody comes at you with a rubber knife, you're just going to grab it because you know it's rubber.
Right.
even that level 1 makes your booty hole pucker up.
It is definitely it's definitely an experience.
Ooh, that feels like
Yeah.
you just cut me.
Yep. And if you could do that without getting cut, but you still got that, oh crap, okay,
Like
this
this
is that.
didn't
I
hurt
can't.
as much as that did.
Right. I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see it grow. I'm excited to see it used more. Mm-hmm. And I look forward to a time when we can reduce. You know, people talk about the 22 a day and whatnot. Things like this are how you reduce that. I mean, they're not just how you deal with it. There's nothing in there. They're not just how you deal with it afterward. If we could, this is a great way to be proactive.
I think we could use them for employee morale.
The
So, like,
stabbing.
I think that'll be the
From our
opposite.
outline.
Nick sleeps with it on, and like if he's not through the door by 9 o'clock, it starts going off.
Don't put one on me.
Man, I'll be honest with you. Whether I will,
He's running.
I will find a way to get that thing off.
Run, Forrest, run.
I will find a way. I promise.
We'll chain
I
that.
promise.
We'll chain that bad boy.
Like, I know you may think
Chastity
I'm.
belt.
I know you may think I'm dumb, man, but when it comes to crap like that, dude, I become a smart cookie. I
He'll be
promise I
sitting there
do.
with a acetylene cutting torch trying to get it off of himself.
Why does this
Anything,
burn?
man. Anything.
It probably wouldn't hurt as
Hey,
bad.
I'd rather go through a short time of pain than long period pain.
Yeah.
That sounded bad.
We're gonna
anyways.
let that one go.
Hopefully we'll have Justin back out here soon in the next month or so. We got some work to do on a music video.
Yeah. Y'all been talking about it.
I'm gonna play the cowbell,
You got to keep your shirt just slightly too short.
dude. I'll wear.
You gotta wear
I'll
a crop
crop and top. Yeah,
Crop tops and
crop tops and silkies.
silkies.
And
Yeah.
Oh
That
God.
Daisy Dukes would probably look better for that film.
I own them.
You probably do.
I really hope
do.
you don't.
Yeah.
No.
Are they like
Absolutely.
frayed cut off ones?
Oh, dude, I've got the classy ones that are clean cut. You know, that's for like, that's like your Sunday
shaking her
best.
head over
And
there.
then
I don't know. Will.
now, what's funny is I've
What's
got a
the
pair
dress
that has
code
been
for
thrown
Mike's
away
stand?
multiple times.
Do what, Justin?
What's the dress code at Mike's stand? They even gonna let Will in there looking like that?
So I have been there in silkies.
I don't want to know how y'all
this
get
is
that.
true. I've
Silkies,
been there
Hawaiian
with it.
shirts, just everything, man. I don't. Clothes are such a prison, man.
Well, anyways, we'll get some footage of that. But anyways, if you got guests, tag them in the comments, share the video, let people know what's going on, and like I said, if celebrity or not, tag them. You just never know. We've had some pretty cool people on the show last year, remarkable people as far as I'm concerned. I actually sat down and listened to the Tim Brown episode again the other night, just
That's
to kind of get a footing back on what we used to do. But we're going to get back into that saddle starting next week. We look forward to it. We're going to bring guests on all the time now, as long as this thing works, and they don't have an iPhone.
Yeah, I don't
Mine
know when
worked.
I don't know
For
when
the
they're going to
record,
get that fixed.
You just
Don't do the update.
right. Don't do the update. You have to be just paranoid enough to not do some updates, and then you could go.
Sounds good. Well, Justin, thanks for coming on and joining us tonight. It's always a pleasure.
I miss you, boys.
We look. I miss more than your voice.
Well, I think he said I miss you,
Oh,
boys.
I miss
know,
you,
yeah.
boys, but hey, your
Boys,
voice.
it sounded like voice, and I was
Took
like,
kind of took that.
we'll
like,
blame
a
Nick. He's the
weird-
sound engineer.
Weird direction.
Nick's Diet Luke Bryan. You know, love that filthy smooth.
Wish.com, Eric Church.
I'm always here.
Oh man, we're gonna have to work on a project together, boys.
It'd be fun.
We're just
be
gonna
fun.
have to work on a project.
I'm just glad I don't have to do any of the technical stuff. I just kind of show up.
We
and
are
talk.
Yeah, I am so thankful.
Well, anyways, Justin, again,
God, he can't read.
thanks for tuning in tonight. We appreciate you, everything you do, and like I said, we look forward to doing some really big things here in the future.
Oh yeah.
So we appreciate you, brother.
Kick ass.
All right, well, live from West Tennessee, signing out tonight. I'm Patrick,
I'm Will.
I'm Nick.
and we are back to Lodge. We'll see you
I'm
next Monday.
Justin.
'cause I'm a stone cold.
Hey everybody, Nick here from Back to the Lodge. Catch us every Monday evening at 7 p.m. Central. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about, so you don't want to miss it. And while you're at it, like, comment, and subscribe on whatever platform you got us on. We greatly appreciate it. And until next time, we'll see you when we head back to the Lodge.
Where I come from, y'all sing along about living